Good morning, students. In the previous lecture, we talked about the uses of the verb forms and discussed the first two forms. Let's quickly revise them and then we will continue with the rest of the uses. The uses of the verb forms. The first form or the base form is used in the simple present tense with all persons except third person singular. Example: we play squash twice a week. This sentence is in simple present tense. We is the first person plural and with it we have used the base form play. Second use of the base form is in the imperative sentences. Base form is used to start the imperative sentences. Example: clean your room. Here clean is the base form. The third use of the base form is in the bare infinitives and two infinitives. Example: I want to eat pizza for dinner. Here to eat is the two infinitive. That means to plus base form of verb. The base form is also used after the modal auxiliaries. Let's see the example. You should drive carefully in bad weather. Here you should drive is the verb phrase, where should is the modal and drive is the main verb, the base form of verb. Next is the S form. S form is used in the simple present tense with the third person singular. Third person means he, she, it, or a singular subject. Example: he often forgets his wallet. Here forgets is the S form of verb. The second form or the past form is used in the simple past tense with all persons. That means the past tense has only one form in all persons. Example: he applied for a job last week. Here applied is the second form of the verb apply. Moving on to the next form, the past participle form is used in the perfect tenses with a form of have. Now here perfect tenses means in the present perfect, past perfect and future perfect tenses. We use the third form of verb. Example: he has finished his homework. Here this sentence is in present perfect tense. The verb phrase is has finished, where has is the helping verb and a form of have, and finished is the main verb, third form of verb finish. The next example is in past perfect tense. After she had moved out, I found her notes. The verb phrase is had moved. Had is the helping verb and moved is the third form of verb, the past participle form of verb, move. Yet another example we have here. They will have arrived here by tonight. This example is in future perfect tense. The verb phrase is will have arrived, where will have is the helping verb and arrived is the past participle or the third form of verb. Here I would like to remind you children that the second and the third form of regular verbs are identical, but the second form or past form takes no helping verb before it, whereas before the third form or the past participle form, helping verb is necessary. As you can see in the example, has, had, will have are the helping verbs and finished, moved, arrived are the past participle forms or the third form of verb. The next use of past participle form is in the passive verb phrases with the form of be. Example, the truth was spoken by the witness. This is a sentence in passive, and was spoken is the verb phrase, where was is the helping verb and a form of be, and spoken is the main verb or the third form of the verb speak. We can use past participle form as an adjective to modify a noun. Example, interested students can sign up for the class. Now, in this sentence, interested is the ed participle or the past participle functioning as an adjective to modify the noun students. Noun here is students, and interested, an ed participle, is telling us something more about the noun students. What kind of students? Interested students. And now the fourth form of verb, that is the present participle or the ing form of verb. It is used in the continuous tenses with a form of be. Now, continuous tenses means present continuous, past continuous, future continuous. You are learning English now. This is a sentence in present continuous where are learning is the verb phrase, are is the helping verb, a form of be, and learning is the main verb, the ing form or the present participle form of the verb learn. We have another example. They were revising the lesson that day. Now, this is an example of past continuous tense. Were revising is the verb phrase, where were is the helping verb and of course a form of be, and revising is the ing form or the present participle form of the verb revise. Eric will be running a marathon this Saturday. This example is in future continuous tense. Will be running is the verb phrase, where will be is the helping verb and running is the present participle form of run. Let us see the next use. The ing form can function like an adjective to modify a noun. Example, I wish to be a loving daughter. In this sentence, loving is the ing form, and it is acting like or functioning like an adjective to modify a noun or to tell us something more about a noun daughter. Daughter is the noun here, and what kind of daughter? Loving daughter. So here ing form is functioning as an adjective to modify a noun. The next use is ing form can function like a noun. It can not only modify a noun but also function like a noun, a gerund. Now children, what is a gerund? Gerund is a verb that ends in ing and functions like a noun in a sentence. It is called a gerund. Walking is a good exercise. Now, as you can see on the screen, walking, walk plus ing, walking, a present participle form, an ing verb. But here in this sentence, it is working as a noun. Walking is a good exercise. So here it is a gerund. Now, I hope that you have understood where and how to use the verb forms, and you will use them correctly in your sentences. Now let's talk about irregular verb. What is an irregular verb? An irregular verb is one that does not take the ed ending for the past and past participle forms. These two forms of the irregular verbs are unpredictable. Now, there are three main types of irregular verbs. Number one, verbs in which all the three principal parts are identical. When we say all the three principal part, it means the base form, the past form and the past participle form of verb. They are identical or same. Now children, irregular verbs also have all the four forms: the base and the S form, past participle form, and the present participle form. But at present, right now, we are talking about the three principal part, that are base form, past form, and past participle form. So let's see the example of the first type of irregular verb, in which all the three principal parts are identical. As you can see on the screen, cut, cut, cut. Another example is spread, spread, spread. Second type of irregular verb is verbs in which two parts are identical. That means the past and the past participle forms are same. Lend, lent, lent. You can see the base form is lend, lend, and the past and past participle form is lent, lent. Hold, the base form, and held, held, past and past participle form. So you can see the two forms are identical. And the third type is verbs in which all three principal parts are different. All the three, base form, past form, and past participle form, are different. Eat, ate, eaten. Sing, sang, sung. So boys and girls, here we finish the second chapter of the grammar supplement book. If you have any confusion or queries regarding the chapter, please feel free to ask me. Do not hesitate. Take good care of yourself. Have a good day.